If your paper is accidentally submitted to Turnitin repository and you are in a worry that it is why my paper is showing a lot of plagiarism, then don't worry, you want to remove this paper, you are at the right spot with the right man. I'll tell you the complete procedure to delete the paper from Turnitin repository. But first of all, you have to understand what is Turnitin repository. If you don't know what is Turnitin repository and non-repository account, I have made a separate video on it, but I'll tell you here in a short description. Turnitin repository mean when you submit a paper, it will stored in Turnitin database permanently. And when the next time you check the same paper, it will show 100% or near to 100% plagiarism. And when you check the plagiarism on non-repository Turnitin account, you can check the same paper again and again, and it will not stored in Turnitin database, and it is so good for you. Actually, accidentally when you submitted your paper means that you used account from someone else's account, or you used account given online on online websites, and you didn't check that is it Turnitin repository account or non-repository account, and you submit your document, and you check the plagiarism, and you fall a prey of this situation. So now we will go towards the next thing, that if you have submitted your paper accidentally, then how to remove it. Let's go towards the video. Before starting this video, I'll endorse, please subscribe this channel if you learn something right from here, and share it with your friends too. So to delete a paper, you have to understand that the other all given methods on YouTube are almost false, because I have checked completely. I have done a research analysis that how to delete a paper, because I am a scholar and researcher too. So to face the similar situation, I put myself that I'm a victim, and I checked a lot of videos, but I found none of them useful. So I'm telling you the completely don'ts about checking a paper on Turnitin first before removing the paper. First of all, if you are using any online given Turnitin account, then make sure that it is non-repository account. The second thing is that the given solution in YouTube videos are almost false. Most of the videos are saying that delete the class and delete your assignment. And it will remove your paper from Turnitin repository. It can't be done. It is just like you send a message to aliens that we love you, and aliens are coming to visit you, and you broke your mobile that now I'm safe. Actually, you are not safe. The message is already sent. In case of your paper, the paper is already submitted to Turnitin repository, so deletion of your account, your class will not resolve the problem. So how to resolve the problem? Let's come towards this. Actually, Turnitin have two type of domains. One is for UK and one is for rest of the world. So the Turnitin provide two type of paper deletion. One is automatic paper deletion, and the second is manual paper deletion. The automatic paper deletion is only provided in UK domain. I'll explain it later. So to deal with a large domain, the manual paper deletion, I'll move towards manual paper deletion procedure. Now you have to understand how Turnitin works. Turnitin basically deals with the administrator of the organization, which means that Turnitin don't know any other person of from that the similar organization. Suppose that I'm saying that a university acquire, a university purchased a Turnitin account, then Turnitin will deal with the administrator. Only one person will be administrator of that university, and Turnitin will know only that administrator, and that administrator will create some instructors account, and at the second year, and that instructors can create student accounts, and that student accounts can be repository and non-repository. So to delete the paper in manual way, a student cannot, just remember, a student cannot delete a paper directly from Turnitin repository. Even an instructor cannot delete a paper directly from Turnitin repository. Only administrator can request to Turnitin, please down our paper, please delete this paper. And I'll provide you a link from where he can put a request to Turnitin and create a ticket to delete that paper. It means that if someone is saying to you that deleting a class can resolve your problem, it is not a solution. If someone is saying to you that please pay me some amount, I can delete your paper from Turnitin repository, it is a false alarm from my side, that that person is must be a fraud. A person cannot delete. Actually, Turnitin provides some kind of transparency, so be careful in this case when you are deleting your paper from Turnitin repository. So what is the basic procedure? In a sequence, I'll tell you that if a paper is submitted in a Turnitin repository or Turnitin database permanently, then a student whose paper is submitted will call to his instructor. Sir, please, my paper is submitted to Turnitin repository. Kindly ask our administrator to delete that paper or to put a request to Turnitin that kindly delete our paper. So that instructor will provide your paper ID to your administrator of that organization or that university, and that administrator will open a link. I'll give link in description also. He will open that link and put here or add write here the paper ID and the other given instructions or relevant instructions which are asked here, and put a request or raise a ticket that please delete this paper. This is submitted accidentally into your Turnitin repository account. So in short, I can say that while checking your document, please be careful. If a paper is submitted to Turnitin repository, it is not easy to delete that paper, because I have seen that in some cases students use online given Turnitin free class IDs, online given free. A person is checking your paper freely, and he's saying that I'll check your paper free, and students submit the paper to him, and he used to check that paper on Turnitin repository account, and the paper is stored in Turnitin repository, and student is now in a situation, and his student said that please remove my paper, and that person is saying that I don't know who is the administrator of this account, I cannot delete your paper. So it is a situation where a student can feel that actually I am betrayed, because I have checked that some PhD students have submitted their document accidentally in some Turnitin account. And one situation I want to tell you that it can be a good business in some manners, that a person is taking your checking your plagiarism freely on Turnitin account, and he's uh, submitted intentionally submit your paper in Turnitin repository and asks you for amount to pay so he can delete your paper. So I'm creating again the sequence. So I am trying to make this video in simple English, so I am creating again the sequence. First of all, what I have here tell you that Turnitin repository mean that your paper is submitted into Turnitin database, and now while checking again the plagiarism of that paper, Turnitin will match that paper with already stored paper in his in database. So the next is now how we can delete that paper. Paper deletion has two types. One is automatic, that is not available in for all over the world. It is only available in UK for UK domain. And the second is manually, for which you have to find the administrator of that account on which your paper is submitted accidentally. So you can ask that person that kindly raise a ticket on this link. The link I will give you in the description, and please raise a ticket and ask them to delete my paper. And if that person provide the correct information, the paper will be deleted 100%. That paper will be deleted from Turnitin repository, and your paper will be saved. There is no other way. I am again telling you that there is no other way. No person can delete it by if someone is asking you for some money to delete the paper, that person is fraud, and there is no other ways, there is no other videos that can help you. There is the only one way, the manual deletion, and that is by the proper way of administrator proper channel. The second way is automatic paper deletion, that is available for Turnitin UK domain. So to make this video not a long, so I'll try to make this short in a way that I'll open that direct link in which the way is given, and I'll give that link in your description as well. In this case, the way is also similar, but the request can be made from students and instructors as well. So University of Turnitin, suppose that this image is telling you that you can select here from here that this university is taken the account. Here are the deletion request, and a person can delete paper directly here. These are the deletion requests that are come in, and that will be shown to administrator directly. Sorry, actually student cannot put a request. Instructor can put a request to delete the paper in automatic deletion case. So what he have to do, what an instructor can do, it can select a paper, and it can put a delete message from here. Check here, request from inbox, request permanent deletion. It can be deleted from inbox, or it can be deleted from permanent for permanently. And after that, this request will be go to the administrator account here, and administrator can review this request here. These are the deletion requests, and it can reject or delete from database directly. So it is the automatic deletion procedure, which is much easy, but unfortunately it is not available for rest of the world. It is only available to the UK Turnitin account. So it was all from today's video. If you learned something, please subscribe my channel and share it with your friends as well. And your comments are precious for me. And you can hire me and writers for my team for as research assistant or as your assignment assistant and whatever you can say. And you can directly contact me on WhatsApp, to ask me the different issues. Thank you very much. This was all from today's video. Goodbye.